Want to get back to acting once I lose weight, or I think my time has passed, or I'm here to tell you that it hasn't. You are not starting over, my friend. You are starting wiser. So today I want to talk to you about getting back into the acting game. I know all the thoughts that are going on in your head. Oh my God, my time has passed. Oh, I can't do this anymore. Oh, I don't know if they want somebody as old as me. Acting is for any age. And the fact that you have chops, you can act, you are seasoned, the business needs you. So let's talk, all right? Because I want to give you some steps to get your acting fire burning again. No waiting to be perfect. We're just going to do it. So, if this is your first time here, my name is Lydia Nicole. I am an actress, producer, and career strategist. And this is Acting Smarter Now, where I take actors from undiscovered to unstoppable. And in this case, from hiatus back to working. So one of the things that I wanted to have this conversation because I've been there too, of, oh my God, I don't know if I can do it. I took time off to raise my daughter. I've been doing this, but you know what? It's all a mindset, and you got to get back to the love of your art and just say, let's do it. So the first thing is, you want to start thinking about why. Why are you having those fears? Because that's all it is. It's just fear. You know how to act. You've been in classes. You've taken a lot of classes. You probably have an incredible resume. So what is that thing that's making you feel irrelevant or old and not good enough? Or, well, when I was acting, I had my shape together. I was looking great, and now I'm overweight, or, I've picked up pounds in my belly. There's nothing wrong with that. It just says you're skewing a little different. You're a different brand now. You're not that brand you were when you were in your 20s or in your 30s. Now you're in your late 40s or your 50s. But the business needs you. You are not too old. I'm telling you, you are seasoned and you got this. The industry needs your authenticity. It needs your life experience. It needs your emotional depth. It needs what you have that young people have not yet evolved into. So I want to give you some practical steps to ignite your career. Okay? If you're willing, come go with me. So the first thing is, you want to reconnect with your why. Why are you acting? Why did you start acting? Write it down. This is going to be your fuel, because without that why, that you are really clear about why you are acting or why you want to be acting, it's going to cause you to stall. So every time you go, I think I want to act, and then you start taking steps, and then you go, oh, well, I don't know, I don't really. But if you know that why, that love for acting, to get in there, to do what it is that you've always loved doing, that thing that calls you when you watch a good movie or a good TV show, they go, oh my God, I would love to do that part. I would eat that part up. Connecting with your why gets you there. It gets you there in a beautiful way. So we want to start reconnecting with our why. That's the first thing. The second thing is to book an appointment with a photographer who can capture what you want to sell now. So don't book with a photographer who's going to try to recreate what you were doing in your early days. It's like, what is it that you sell right now? And have that photographer take those shots with you looking like you look now. If your hair has gone all gray, then take those shots. What is it that you can sell today? Not what you sold before and trying to recreate that, but what is it that you can sell today? You know, get, you know, find a good headshot photographer, and there's so many great ones. You know, you gotta look, you gotta take your time to pick them out, but there are some really great headshot photographers out right now, and you gotta get new headshots and update your resume. And then once you got your picture and resume together, then you're going to refresh your acting reel. You maybe um, pick two or three scenes that sell who you are today and tape them and then put them up in your actors access or your casting about, I'm not casting about, I'm sorry, your casting network website. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, this is how we operate today. Actors are not necessarily going in for auditions, but they are submitting online. They subscribe to websites like casting networks, actors access, and then there's a few other ones. But you want to refresh your reel so you can put it up on those websites. And you can also share them on social media. So if you just can do 2 to 3 little videos of scenes in you of you doing stuff, it's really going to get you back out there, get your new brand out there, you know, because what I sold as a teenager, I can't sell today, nor would I want to sell today. So what is it that you want to sell today? And take headshots, get your resume, update your reel, you know, contact some old acting friends and see if they would do a scene with you. So you still know people. Give them a call. Say, hey, I'm thinking of coming back in the business. Would you mind doing a scene with me? I'd like to do a scene from Mary Mary or whatever it is that you like. And, you know, say, I'll send you the scene. I'll send you the pages and let me know if you're interested in doing it, and then shoot it. And there are a lot of facilities out there right now that will shoot the scenes for you. So you can do this. You can do this so well. The next thing I would say is start small. You know, get yourself in some workshops. Get yourself in an acting class if you feel like you're rusty. You know, take a couple of acting classes, maybe a scene study. Get into a co-reading. Well, not so much co-reading now. Well, I don't know. I think we always need co-reading, but take a class, a self-tape class. One of my favorite places right now is Judy Kane's Keep It Real Acting Studio. She has some wonderful classes for commercials, for theatrical, and also for self-tape. And she is fantastic. There's also Graham Shields. There's Margie Haber. There's some fabulous places that you can jump back into and get yourself polished up. Okay, we're not looking for perfection. We're just looking for progress. We're looking for you to just get yourself back up. Maybe audition for some local theater so you can start working out, work that muscle again. The next thing is to start networking again. You know, make your list of people you know who are still in the business, still are doing stuff. Make a list of people you know and go look them up on social media, see what they're doing, reconnect with them, ask to take them to coffee or, you know, some sushi or something, and just start networking with people that you knew in the business and ask them, hey, I'm getting back in the business. Do you have any advice? You know, can you give me some tips that I need, because I know things are a little bit different now. Well, actually, they're a lot different now. Everything is through the internet, your phones, your smartphones. You're doing your self-tapes through your smartphones. And so we use a lot of technology now, especially since the pandemic. So as you're networking, you can ask people to give you information to help you. So, hello, everybody. Hello. I am human. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am. And then start building your online presence on social media. So, in addition to, you're going to subscribe to Casting Network, you're going to subscribe to Actors Access, you are going to start putting stuff on your social media pages. If you're not on any social media pages, now is the time to create your accounts. And I would say if you're creating for the first time, make sure that your name is available everywhere. So you want to pick a name that's available everywhere, because sometimes you may start with your name as Mary Boo on Instagram, and then on Facebook, Mary Boo is taken, and now you got to be Mary Boo too. So make sure that your name is available on all the platforms, or pick a name that you can use on all platforms. The next thing you want is to, I remember being in an acting position when I was in a musical. I love that. I love that. Well, might be time for you to jump back in. So the next thing is to start working on your mindset. And I recommend you start working on your mindset daily, because, as we get older, we start having negative thoughts, and we start having fear about stuff. So we want to start getting our mindset back so that we're sharp. Athletes, one of the things that I learned about Olympic athletes is that when they're training, they actually have coaches for their mindset. Not just, they have workout coaches for whatever sport they're working, but they also have mindset coaches to get them out of negative things, because if you had a bad track meet, or you had a bad ski jumping thing, that could stay with you. And as actors, we are like athletes, so we have to reset our mind. We have to, focus. Don't think about, 10 years when I did that audition, I blew it. It was terrible. And I've been in shame ever since. And it may sound funny, but I know what that's like. I was there. I was in a real dark place for a couple of years because I had a bad experience on a project, and I just felt like I was the worst actor in the world. So what I've learned is that your mindset is important, and you got to work on it and work on it and work on it and keep it steady and keep it, clear, so that you're confident. Because if your mindset is in the toilet, you're not going to be confident. So you got to get your mind right. And if you check out my YouTube channel, Lydia Nicole Live, I've got a lot of great videos dealing with mindset. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I have this amazing man who did this whole thing with tapping, and it was phenomenal. And I find that it really does help that exercise. And I have other exercises to help with the mindset. So something for you, because I love you, and because you're over 40 doesn't mean you are washed up. It just means you are seasoned and ready. You have marinated like good meat. When you marinate good meat, oh my God, it is so delicious. And you are that actor. And then the next thing is start thinking about creating your own content, because we are in a different space now. When I started as an actor, you were going to auditions, you were doing you were going to callbacks, you were booking jobs. But now the way the industry has changed, you cannot afford not to work on your own content. You can't, because the the model has changed. You know, you could be on a series and they'll shoot your stuff in a week. That means you only get paid for that week. You're not getting paid for the whole series. So how are you going to take care of yourself financially? So creating your own content is really something that every actor has to do. Whether you're in your 40s or over or younger, you should be working on your own content. Be it a web series, be it a short film, be it a one-person show. You should start thinking about what kind of content you could do that would showcase your talent. All right. And then the number one thing that you got to do is to commit to showing up imperfectly. You got to show up. You got to just come to the table. You got to be present. You can't you can't just go, well, I'm not ready yet, because if you don't commit to showing up and you're still in that fear mode, or I'm not perfect mode, or, I'll wait till I have this ready, or I wait till I can do this, you are missing opportunity. And I want you to know that progress beats perfection every time. You got to take one brave step a day and create momentum. It just get yourself in front of the camera, even if it's, going live on your social media channel, and just talk about something. Maybe it's about a technique that you really honed in on. Maybe you are a master at the Meisner technique, or the Stella Adler technique, or the Strasberg technique, and just talk about what that's like. Talk about your acting experience. Talk about your time on set. Talk about, the time when you worked with Robert Redford. I want to know about it because I have my Robert Redford story. But just to share that, to get yourself back on camera, to start getting used to you being on camera, that really does make a difference. I want you to know that just because you were away from acting for a period of time doesn't mean you are not relevant. Your life experience is important, and it does play a role in your acting. When I was 20 years old, for about 4 years, I studied with Stella Adler. Great acting teacher. And Stella was always saying to us, you're young, you don't know anything. But when you get in your 40s, that's when you become an actor. She said, it takes 20 years to be an actor. And I used to sit there going, But at a point, I finally understood what she was saying. It's like, younger actors don't have that same kind of life experience that an older actor has, and then you can call upon that and put it into your acting. When you've lived, you have all these experiences, so it's easier to draw from it for your scenes, for your your character, because you've experienced life. You have been marinating for a while. So you want to be able to be confident about the fact that you are seasoned, you're wiser, you've been around the corner many times over. You know how to do this. You know how to play. You can play with your eyes closed. You can hit that note with your eyes closed. So you are needed in the business. No matter what age you are needed. But you got to know what it is that you're selling so that you can start booking work. What is the brand that you sell? And then you want to sell the hell out of it. When I studied with Roy London, and I studied with Roy for about 9 years. Love Roy. He was always drilling in us to not try to do everything, but be the best at that one thing that you could be. And so that's what I share with you is don't try to be the actor who can do everything, because you're not going to get cast in everything professionally. unless you're doing theater and people get to know you and you're Meryl Streep and they want you in everything. Most of the time, they are going to pick you based on what you look like, how you show up, your essence. So you want to know how to bring that into your work. What is it that you're selling? Are you selling grandma? Are you selling mother? Are you selling school teacher? Are you selling psychiatrist? Are you selling head doctor in charge? Are you selling the woman at the boutique? What is it that you sell that nobody can do better than you? Because that's the thing, especially when you get older, you start finding, okay, I nailed these parts. This is what I'm really good at. And then take pictures as that person representing that character, so that when people see that picture, they go, oh my God, I know exactly where to put her. I'm going to put her in the hospital. She'll be the person who is annoying everybody with her clipboard, whatever it is. And then create some scenes based around that persona, so that when people look at it and go, oh, she's exactly who I want. I want her. So I want you to, I'm going to go back through my little tips that I gave you, just in case you forgot, because you get older, you got so many things on your mind, you forget certain things. So let's go back to that, what it is that you need. Number 10, reconnect with your why you want to be acting. Number 9, get updated headshots and update your resume. Number 8, refresh your reel. Take new video of a couple of scenes where you are standing out, where you are just crushing that role. Number 7, start small. Maybe do some table reads, get into some local theater projects, get into some workshops, get back into acting class, find an acting class that excites you, not intimidates you, so that it can grow your confidence. Then start networking with people from your past that are still in the business. Maybe ask somebody if they would mentor you for a season. Would you mentor me? Would you walk me through these things? Because I'm nervous about it. Then strengthen your online presence, meaning you got to get your social media up, because that's very important these days. And make sure that you have subscribed to Casting Network, Actors Access, IMDb Pro, and there's a list of others, but that's stuff you have to start subscribing to. Then work on your mindset daily. YouTube is great in that there's all kind of great videos for you to watch to get your mindset going. You can go to my channel, Lydia Nicole Live. That will help you a lot. I have over 900, almost 950 videos to help you with everything acting. So just head on over to my YouTube channel. And you can create your own content, which every actor today, I don't care how old you are, you should be working on creating your own content, meaning you should be maybe writing and starring in a web series, a short film, putting on a one-person show, but creating your content, doing little skits, just letting people know you're out there and seeing your talent and your capability. And then again, the main thing is to commit to showing up without being perfect. Show up to acting class, show up to interviews, show up and submit yourself for stuff. Show up and submit yourself for agents. Another thing that's great is that Actors Access has a thing called talent. I think it's Talent Network. I think it's Talent Network, something talent. I can't remember. But you pay $35 for the week, And agents and managers are looking at that stuff. And if you are somebody that they are interested in, they'll call you in. So that's a way for you to start reconnecting with talent agents and managers and what you're looking for. So I want to leave you with this. I have a my Acting Smarter digital planner bundle that I am giving away until October 15th. And that will help you get yourself back in gear. It is a phenomenal planner and digital course to help actors. And it's a perfect time for you to get it. It's free. It's normally $97, but it is free until October 15. You get that. You start looking at it. It is going to inspire you and get you back on track. You go to actingsmarternow.com/gift. actingsmarternow.com/gift and get your free thing until October 15th. And when you go to actingsmarternow.com, if you are interested in being part of an actor's circle, to get support, to get encouragement, to get accountability, you can sign up for my wait list for the Acting Smarter Now circle. It's going to be for 3 months, and I help actors get their groove back, get you from undiscovered to unstoppable, or from, forgotten to being the new kid on the block that everybody wants to work with. I am so excited that you got to hear this, and I expect to see you on the screen. Okay? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what's happening with you. Until next time, you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya. Yes.